Hello everybody, welcome to the Bitcoin Times. This is my first ever video and I hope you like and support my channel either by subscribing, either by donating to my Bitcoin address below. So let's begin. I would like to start with one of the most important of today's news, and that is that Australia's only bullion mint is backing a new digital token aimed to allow investors to trade the precious metal in real time. GoldPass is backing on a 1:1 ratio the Perth Mint Gold token, which was launched by Infinigold on Friday. The digital certificates are 100% gold back and are guaranteed by the government of Western Australia, which is the sole owner of the 120 years old mint. PMGT is digitized gold that allows users to conventionally acquire and have entitlement over government guaranteed physical gold stored at the Perth Mint in a trusted and cost-effective way. Infinigold said in an announcement that the token, designed with assistance of professional services firm Ernst & Young, is aimed to offer an alternative to traditional gold investment products such as ETFs while using blockchain tech to allow real-time trading and settlement. That's super weird, guys, because Ernst & Young, from what I know, right, so it's a competitor to Deloitte, or essentially a big four accounting team. So it's something really promising in my eyes to see the GoldPass certificates. Let's see the Perth Mint, how it looks like. And they do have a wallet as well for both Google and App Store. Not the only gold news. We have the liquidity provider B2C2, which is the UK liquidity provider, launches a gold derivative settled in Bitcoin. A crypto liquidity and OTC provider launched in 2015, receiving regulatory approval for crypto derivatives in the UK earlier this year, and now offers a bulk crypto purchase through its API service. With the firm's new product, clients can physically settle synthetic trades with Bitcoin, which correspond to physical gold stored in vaults. Synthetic positions combine various underlying assets to mimic the return of another product without actually holding the product. Great news, I would say, for the gold maximalists. Meaning that's actually really great news, especially if gold rises in price, which most probably is going to happen once we're gonna have a new economical crisis. And I say once because it's unavoidable through history. Around every decade or every 2-3 decades we would have a global economical crisis, either due to a war happening or because the economy wasn't performing well. So I would say that's great news to begin with. And then on other news, we have John McAfee that launches finally his non-custodial decentralized exchange on the Ethereum platform. John McAfee finally launched his decentralized exchange, McAfeeDEX.com, after a day of teasers and shilling on Twitter. The launch set for 5 GMT on Monday is for beta version of the exchange. No KYC, free for all market. MCAFEE DEX will initially launch with support only for Ethereum-based tokens, meaning that the revolutionary exchange will be another alternative to the likes of IDEX, EtherDelta, and other decentralized non-custodial markets. MCAFEE DEX goes live in an hour. List an Ethereum-based coin for free until we automate portal creation. Exact copies of MCAFEE DEX. You get 0.05% of transactions through your portal. It will take us 2 days of hand-holding per portal. Sign up soon. So apparently MCAFEE is selling some portal packages of $395 that can make you a sort of partner for getting 0.05% of the transaction fee. The total transaction fee is 0.25, I can see here, the taker fee, and there is no maker fee. So I'm actually really curious to understand how this portal will give you 0.05%. It seems something like a referral fee, but I'm really curious if the tax authorities will be okay with that, as if we do not know the source of funds. If someone is performing an illegal action or purchase the funds illegally, giving you a small portion of the trading fee without him being KYC, it will mean that you as well are partnering with him, and as the source of funds is illicit, it means that you could actually go to jail. So that's really, really dodgy. I would be careful when it comes to that legalization, unless John McAfee knows a bit better, or if you can consult your lawyer or tax or someone from the tax, then I could see a reason of why not going forward with it. Anyway, so here is the exchange. Let's see it. It's quite promising. I opened it from my mobile as well. It's a very clean interface. It has 4 base markets. One of them is DAI, Ethereum. It's a bit laggy, I can see. WBTC, I don't know what's that. TSUD and Tether. You can add a token quite simply. There is no listing fee, as we said. You can whitelist your name, and you can select an account. Right, so let's move on. Good luck, John McAfee. Why not? It's a very promising project. I really would like to see all the world getting decentralized, but unfortunately the regulations at the moment are still very tough, and they are getting tougher. Only this week we saw 2 or 3 exchanges getting shut down, Coin Exchange and Nova Exchange, most probably due to regulations, and then we had a few other exchanges in China, quite big ones, that they also shut down. It's as said before, it's getting tougher, and I hope that soon decentralized exchanges become more acknowledged to the government as exchange. And Binance adds XRP pegged token to its decentralized exchange. Binance, the world's top cryptocurrency exchange by volume, announced on Thursday the issuance of the second cryptocurrency ever onto its affiliated decentralized exchange, the Binance chain. Listed as XRP BFT, the XRP variant is pegged 1-to-1 to XRP on Binance main exchange for instant swapping without slippage, the exchange said. All XRP issued on Binance Chain will be backed one by one by native XRP sitting in a publicly disclosed address that can be monitored by anyone at all times. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao said in a statement, "With no trading involved, it is always one-to-one. There is no spread, no slippage, no fees." More significantly, this is not limited to XRP now. The same mechanism can be used to migrate other coins into Binance chain where they can experience non-custodial trading that was not possible before. That is great news, I would say, for the XRP funds. Changpeng Zhao is definitely innovating the space. I don't know why would you need to back up on a one-to-one ratio the XRP token, but sure, I'm quite sure there will be a lot of interest in that from other traders, so what the heck, why not? On other news, Libra. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg will defend the Libra cryptocurrency project before the US lawmakers later this month. The House Financial Services Committee announced on Wednesday that Zuckerberg will testify on 23 October during a hearing titled "An Examination of Facebook and its Impact on the Financial Services and Housing Sectors." While details were sparse, Wednesday press release noted that committee chairwoman Maxine Waters has drafted the Keep Big Tech Out of Finance Act. The draft legislation prohibits large platform utilities like Facebook from becoming chartered, licensed, or registered as a U.S. financial institution. The bill also prohibits large platform utilities from establishing, maintaining, or operating a digital asset that is intended to be widely used as a medium of exchange, unit of account, store of value, or any other similar function as defined by the Federal Reserve. That is going to be tough for Mark Zuckerberg. Apparently, more and more people are abandoning his project, and I think last week we had PayPal also leaving, and if I to remember correctly, Mastercard also. And not only that, the Bank of England sets rules for the Libra launch in the UK. The FPC, the Financial Policy Committee, judges that such a system would need to meet the highest standards of resilience and be subject to appropriate supervisory oversight. The Libra Association and corresponding reserve of various fiat currencies underpinning the network are of prime importance. A more detailed document continues. The resilience of the proposed Libra system would rely on the stability of not just the core elements of the Libra Association and Libra Reserve, but also the associated critical activities conducted by other firms in the Libra ecosystem, such as validators, exchanges, or wallet providers. This emphasized the need to ensure end-to-end resilience. Similar standards for Libra's launch were discussed by the EU Commission's Finance Minister nominee earlier this week. In his hearing, Minister Olaf Scholz said the EU would create a regulatory framework for the payment network under this tenure. Right. It seems that it's getting tougher and tougher for Libra, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but I know for sure that Libra does not pose a threat to Bitcoin as many other users believe. As long as Libra is backed up by USD or a fiat currency, then we are not actually in fight. In fact, Libra will help the Bitcoin adoption, as people will start realizing that a fiat currency is not a good model for a cash system at all, and it should be as soon as possible abandoned. So hopefully Mark makes it though, and we see a sort of global adoption for Libra, and we see slowly people dumping it and buying Bitcoin for it. because as long as it's crypto, it's quite possible that it will be integrated on other exchanges, and that will mean that users will be able to purchase cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin in a way faster way, with lower fees, meaning that they could either ditch Coinbase. Imagine if you could simply convert your euros or your USD dollars from your bank directly to your Messenger app or WhatsApp app to Libra coins, and then transfer those Libra coins to an exchange in order to purchase Bitcoin. That would mean that you would avoid the Coinbase fees for buying a Bitcoin or any other fees you will need in order to exchange Bitcoin, and those usually come from 3 to 5 and 8%. That's a very good news, I would say. But of course, we never know. Anyways, that was all for today. That was my first video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day.